Hey guys, John from SurfFX, and behind me is probably the biggest innovation in windsurfing since the reinforced mylar from the 80s. Now if you're thinking the 80s, oh yeah, that was a great time not long ago. Well, you're old, because in the early 80s I was like 4, and we're coming up on 40 years ago. So what is this? This is the new sail from North 3DI construction. So this is the Wave, first one out. Number one thing you need to know, this 4.7 meter sail weighs 2 kilos. Very, very light and very, very strong. So how'd they do this? Well, their technology with the 3DI comes from their, America's Cup and ocean racing sails from North. North Sails is now North Sails. Previously it was licensed, the name was licensed to another company that was making their gear for years and years and years. So that would be the North Windsurfing that you knew and loved in the past. Well, now it is its own standalone thing, owned by North, Yachting. This construction is seamless. It's pretty cool. So, like, you've got batten pockets here. They are made in basically there's a area of this sail where it's all laminated up that really there's no glue, and they leave a little hole. So that tube, that hole that goes through, is where they slide the batten in. You got a little bit of stitching kind of on the left pocket here, and a tiny bit around just the batten tensioners, which are, the batten tensioners themselves pretty neat how they're built in, but there's no, on the leech line, there's nothing, it's just straight cut. This is made basically by laying up fibers and resining them up on an inflated mold. Or sometimes it's just a moving table. You look at how they do the big sails of this. They lay it all up with different directional fibers going through Dyneema Amarid fibers, so super strong. Higher load points, like down in the clew area and down in the foot, where they want to spread the load more. It radiates out, so there's a bit more fibers and going a few different directions through there and up through the top. And that way they can make the sail shape. So they don't need to make sewn up panels that under tension get formed. They lay it up, what is essentially on a flat table. The whole table moves into its requested shape, which is pretty nuts. And then the resins are set to cure. So then you now get a sail that's basically 3D molded. The eye, I guess, is just jumping on the iPhone trend of naming stuff that was, I don't know, 10 years or so ago when the iPhone first came out. Everything was eye this, eye that. Anyway, but it's 3D molded. That's the thing you gotta take away. It is super, super strong, and the weight is just incredible. So what you need to see here is these fibers, and you can see them particularly well when we get the light through it. Then you can really see how it comes through. And yeah, it's so tough. Now, people are going, oh, durability. Well, these sails in this ton of technology on the race boats do 40,000 plus ocean racing miles. That's more than you're going to get from have to do windsurfing. So they're tough, they last, and like the way this is going is nuts. So this is the first one. This is their wave sail. Obviously, it's wave sails are always a little bit flatter anyway. But the contours and stuff coming up, there's obviously a free ride sail, a foil sail, their race stuff and slalom gear. Pretty cool. We're going to see that shortly when it gets released. The cams on the race sail, inflatable. Okay. Pretty cool idea. So that's going to take more weight out of it, not having heavy cams. So the weight savings is just going to be insane on these. Little details like how they've got the quick loop features on the out haul and down haul, just to make it nice and easy. So easy to rig. Here we've rigged it through, but if you wanted to, you could just loop it on the outside. Nice and simple there. But the real nice attention to detail. Components that these guys are doing, They've got you know, their own masts coming through, their own extensions coming through, booms we're going to see probably in the near future as well. So they are coming at it with a full package. And it's good to see North is back, and it's good to see that someone is actually, you know, doing something different with the technology. Now we're going to start seeing this technology through other aspects of wind sports too, I'm hearing. So once we start seeing molded other things that say fly, yeah, it'll be pretty cool to see. But for now, the windsurfing range of this, really to get it out there and get it, you know, tested in the water sport environment is pretty cool.